This is 7 things I don't like about football nowadays. So let's get into it. Time wasting. Honestly, time wasting is my number one pet peeve in football. Goal kicks, throw ins, corners, they take so long, man. It's agonizing, it's infuriating. And referees seem to not mind at all. The World Cup at a time system is extremely necessary, man. Number 2, the hand in the face foul. I'm sorry, how do you expect a player to run with a football and not have his hands in the air while running? It is an insane foul to me. And I know that sometimes players do elbow each other, but most of the time, especially nowadays, it's just a cop out by the referees and the players. By the players, I mean the player defending that just can't get the ball. So he notices that the player running with the ball has his hand high in the air, so he just falls down and holds his face, and he gets given the foul. It's a natural hand movement, to me, in my opinion, and it's not a foul, and it gets exploited. Number 3, defenders diving. If you ask the average football fan to name some of the biggest divers in football history, odds are he will not name a single defender, and that is ludicrous. Defenders dive more than attackers and wingers and are more likely to get the fouls because the fouls are usually in their own half or near their own goal. But that doesn't change the fact that they dive, and most people don't notice how much they dive. What they typically do is that they just about get their body in front of the attacking player and almost get the ball, and then they wait for the contact, a very slight and natural contact that would happen in a duel, and they just fall down. And referees seem to be very compliant in giving them these fouls, and this is very annoying because the amount of perfectly good and normal passages of plays that come to an end because the defender just decided to throw himself onto the ground. Yeah, it's annoying. 4. The extreme level of hatred toward newer signings. Let's be honest. Trolling and hating for fun is fun and funny at times. But sometimes it gets ridiculous and it gets extremely annoying. It gets to a point where you can't even have a proper conversation with someone about a player because people are just too focused on trolling. Yeah, you could troll a player, it's fun, it's fine. But just make sure to still be able to have a conversation and a proper debate. Not everything is just Darwin has a bad touch, you know. And it's gotten to the point where people just expect every new player and every signing to hit the ground running when that is extremely difficult. Not every player can do that. I'd argue, I don't even have to argue, it's true. A lot of players that have come good and have become club legends and have done great for their clubs did not hit the ground running at first. They struggled at first. So imagine if these players had come during our times, during this time. What would the consensus about them be? Number 5, Premier League elitists. These are the type of fans that only watch the Premier League and are dismissive of anything else in any other league. It has to happen right in front of them, it has to happen on British soil, or it does not count. Yes, the Premier League is currently the best league in the world. But come on, man, respect other leagues. It's not that bad. 6. Wearing the away kit when it isn't necessary. I get why it happens. I get that the reason is marketing and that the kit manufacturers, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, Puma, whatever, they ask the club to wear the away kit in order to increase sales. It is still annoying though, especially when it happens in a game between two big teams who have a lot of history and tradition between them. Number 7. Casuals during the Champions League knockout and summer tournaments, the World Cup, Euros, and Copa America. Everyone has the right to support their team. Everyone has the right to be excited about upcoming major tournaments. It's just annoying when these types of fans start blabbering on and on, wanting to seem knowledgeable about the game, when in reality they only watch the games that the entire planet tunes in to watch. You are not a true fan, you do not know the nuances, and I hate to say it, the nuances and the little bits are the bits that make up the game and make the game beautiful, not the major components that everyone is aware of.